Pete Anderson, if you don't know Pete. Pete's the head brewmaster and owner at Pareidolia Brewing here in Sebastian. And then they got some great beers, some great food, and lots of good music. He sent out an email saying, hey, ever since I opened up my brewery here, I was wanting to run a charity golf tournament, but I've never run a golf tournament before. Is there anyone out there that could help? And us being Elks and having done a golf tournament or two, we said yes and kind of took over the whole process. But last year we did Hibiscus Children's. So for this year I said, well, we're going to do one for the Elks this time. We're going to do it for Florida Elks Children's Services.
First of all, thank you, everybody who helped put the golf tournament together. I couldn't have done it by myself. I would have tried, would have probably failed, but they were awesome. It is something, like you said earlier, I was a school teacher for 12 years before we opened up the brewery. Thank you. Now applaud the ones that stayed. I failed. Yeah, it wasn't the kids that drove me to make beer, it was the politics of it. Pareidolia Brewing Company, my wife Lynn and I opened it up back in 2014, and it was a dream of ours for about 20 years. We talked about doing it. We finally decided it was time to do that. And we made part of our business plan, give back to the community if the community will support our dream. And here we are, we just, actually the 14th of this month will be our 9 years that we've been open. And I've done rough math, but over the years of all the charities and donations we've done, we've raised probably close to $400,000 for different charities. It's all because the community has supported us and we are giving back. And I came up with a saying a few years ago: if you can do good, you should do good, or you suck. So the golf tournament was another way to give back, and I decided right out of the gate that we're going to give the proceeds each year to a different charity. We all know there's no shortage of charities out there, so it was really cool that today's recipients also were serving the kids from last year's recipients, and it is all connected. So I try not to be a jerk to too many people, because you're going to run into them eventually. But all joking aside, very honored and humbled by the efforts that these guys put into the golf tournament to make it successful. And almost everyone who was there this year said they were there last year. So it's obviously a successful venture, and we hope to continue in the future. Thank you.
Well, we can get Mr. Long to join us up here. As you know, Colleen is our director of our Children's Therapy Services, and our state president. Come on down. We're doing what, about 600 kids a week these days?
600 kids a week, yes.
100% paid for by the Elks, no cost to the family. So this year, from the golf tournament, after all our expenses, the check we are writing, or the donation that's gone to Children's Therapy Service, is $6,172.66.
These guys worked so hard. Elks, as we know, are absolutely amazing. What we're able to do for the children of Florida is mind-blowing. When you stop and think of the 600 children that we are working with each week, how many families are affected? And our goal is, we can't necessarily heal, but we can improve a child's life to where they should be at that point in their life. And it makes such a difference. Working with the families together with our therapists is absolutely mind-boggling. I'm fortunate enough to see it every day, and I just cannot tell you guys how much it means to us that you care so much about the children of Florida and about our therapists and what they do. So thank you for all you do, because when I say I love our Florida Elks, I love you guys for what you do. So thank you very much.